What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For watching this video, I had full consent from the guy who I shared this experience with. I'm pretty late in the game. I'm about to be 18 in 3 months, and this happened 3 months ago. The guy is 17. I've been wanting to film this for such a long time. I didn't know, I don't know. I think I cared too much about what other people would think about it, but now I'm just like, it happened. This is my story, man. I'm ready to tell it. It happened in April. It's currently July right now. I didn't really do anything until my junior year of high school, which is like respectable, you know? 17, I know what I'm doing. I have a fully like almost adult mindset that I can make these mature decisions without having like not thought about all the possible like routes. If I make any decision, I think about the pros and the cons. This situation was a little less on the thought process. I kind of just wanted this experience to just happen. You know, I just wanted it to get over with. I wanted it to be done. The guy, he hit me up in March of this year, March 2018, and he was like, hey, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but like we should do like a friends with benefits kind of relationship. And at the time, I didn't believe that I read that. I was like, but he didn't spell it out. He just put FWB, and I was like, what is FWB? And before I responded, I looked it up on Google, and it was like friends with benefits, and my eyes shot open. I was like, what? It was kind of perfect because at the time I'm just like, I'm ready to just get this over with. And this guy hits me up, and he's like, hey, we don't have to have any strings attached. Just do it and go. He was like I don't want to be disrespectful or anything, but like you're really attractive, and like we could just be friends with benefits. And I was like, oh, thanks. My first response, thanks, because he said he was attractive, right? So that's, I mean, thank you so much. I told him, I was like, no, like, no thanks. I'm not really into that. And I told one friend about it, and she was like, girl. Her first thought was, why would somebody hit you up? Like, does he know who you are? Jasmine, who would hit you up for friends and benefits? And I'm just like, I don't know. I was just as shocked as she was, honestly. And this was in March, so as the days go on, I'm just like, I'm hanging out with this girl who I told about it, and she's just like, she's not really thinking about it anymore, but she's like, girl, you should totally accept. She's like, I would love for you to do this. She's like, I'm living vicariously through you. I was in shock. I couldn't believe somebody asked me that. As the days go on, I'm really just like, no way. Like, no way would I ever. And then as the days go on and on and on, like I get less like no, and I like slowly turn more into like, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? So I tell him, I was like, yeah, okay, fine. Like, sure, why not? I mean, what, like, I'm down. He's like, okay, great. And he's just like, let me know when you want to link up. Maybe like a few weeks go by, we haven't done anything yet. And he messages me while I'm at work, and he's like, hey, so I think we should just stay friends, like none of this extra stuff. And I was like, okay. I mean, we haven't done anything, so I can't be mad, and I'm like glad that he told me. He hits me back up like a few weeks later after he told me that he wanted to just be friends. And he's like, hey, do you want to start that back up? And I'm like, what? I was like, what happened to let's just be friends? And he was like, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. I was just talking to a girl at the time, which is a red flag. Ladies, if you're watching this, don't ever like, I mean, it's good that he like broke it off with me before dating somebody else or like talking to someone else, but like, I just realized, oh, that's so gross. So he's like, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but it didn't work out with me and that girl. I'm like, okay. He's like, so I'll let you know when we can link up or whatever. A few days later, we finally like get the date, and he like is coming over that day, right? So my sister's in college, it's April now. My sister's in college, my mom is at work all day. It's perfect. So I clean the entire apartment, and like the guy's like, what time do you want me to come over? And I'm like, let me just clean up first. Cause like, before anybody comes over, I prefer to clean, unless you're like my friend Rebecca, who I like, she can just come over. She knows my room is messy all the time. Messaging me because it's taking hours. I'm just like, I just gotta clean. And I never clean. so something was obviously up with me. Like, I was just so nervous already. And I was just like, you know, I gotta clean. So he messages me while I'm cleaning, and he's like, hey, like, I don't care if it's a little messy, like, my house is messy all the time. And I'm like, that's you, man. Like, I gotta clean. Like, I just gotta clean. So I finally have everything cleaned up. I tell him what time to come over, and he's like, okay. I'm just like starting to panic. I'm like, okay, like, he's coming over. I don't have anxiety, but like, I was starting to get like a little like anxious. Like, I was fully certain that I wanted to do this. So like, don't, like, if you're watching this, don't do anything that you're not fully okay with. Like, seriously, do not, or you're gonna regret it. But I was like just nervous. I mean, who isn't nervous for their first kiss? So he's on the way, and I'm just like panicking. I turn on some music. It's like some R&B, which is so cringy. I'm just like, when he comes in, I'm just gonna be so cool and so laid back, and like, you know, like, I'm so ready for this. So like, I'm just so awkward. I'm so awkward. Oh, like, it's so cringy. I'm so completely awkward. It's so uncomfortable. Like, I'm just like I've never felt so awkward in my entire life, because I'm like, I know what we're gonna do. I just gotta get my mind right. Yeah, I'm freaking out. Then so I give him a tour of my little apartment. It's such a small apartment, and so like the tour ended quickly. So we're just in my room, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, I've never done this before. And he's like, I've done it with like 2 other people. And I'm like, okay. We go back to the living room, and he's like, just come on some Netflix. I'm like, oh my god, Netflix and chill? Like, no, it's not. Never mind. So he cuts off. So I cut on Netflix, and I'm like, what do you want to watch? Like, I'm just like trying to be so chill, but like, I'm freaking out. I'm going crazy. Like, he seemed so relaxed. Like, I'm just like, I was so nervous. I couldn't even like stand by him. Like, he walked around the table and like sat on the couch, and I'm like standing like away from the couch. I cut on some Netflix, and then he's like, put on John Mulaney, and I'm like, oh, that guy's funny. So he's just like, he waves his hand over, like, come sit down, like. And I'm like, I can't imagine how awkward I looked. He was like looking at the TV, and then like I was like looking at TV, like looking at him, like looking at TV, looking at him, like, okay. So he's like, come sit down. Like, what are you doing? So he's sitting on the edge of the couch, like on the couch, but like on the far left side. So I sit on the couch, and like I'm like sitting like this, like, on the right side of the couch. Like, there's like a lot of space between. Like I'm so dumb. Like, I couldn't even think straight, because obviously he didn't come over to just watch John Mulaney with me. This is the worst part. This is when it happens. Okay. All right. He's here, and like I'm over here. He's like, come over here, and I'm like, oh god. I was the most nervous that I've ever been for anything in my entire life. I'm sitting on the couch, and he's like, come here. Like, what are you doing? So like, I'm sitting like this. So then like I get like this, like literally a dog, a freaking dog. I seriously like hate myself for this. And like he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and then I just lean in, and like he's like sitting here, and I just kiss him. And we start kissing, and then he's like stop kissing. He stops kissing me, and he's like, could you like not? He's like, could you not like sit like that? Like, come here, and like, so he like tells me to like sit on his lap, like his leg. So I get up and I sit on his leg like freaking Santa Claus. So I go and sit on his lap, and then we start kissing again, and I'm like, well, what do I do with my hands? Where am I putting my hands? So I just put my hands like in his hair. It's pretty soft. His hand is like on my upper leg. And that was my first kiss. Sorry, I had to change locations because someone actually wanted to use the gym for what it's made for. When he left, I was okay. You know, it took me a while, and I called up the friend who was like, girl, you need to do this. I called up the friend, and I was like, so it happened, and she's like, no way. Like, nobody believed me that I told. Like, I didn't tell them who the guy was. I just told them that it happened, and they just don't believe me. I kind of wish I could redo it. So, but because like now I'm way more confident. I also asked the guy to rate my kissing after we were done, and he said 6 out of 10, which was kind of like But it could have been worse. I told my friend, I was like, I want to tell my mom. And she's like, don't. Why would you do that? So I tell my mom, and she's like, why are you telling me this? I'm like, because I had a guy in the house. And she was mad. She was a little mad about having a guy in the house without her being there, because that's unsafe. And of course, her not knowing who the guy is and everything. But I think me telling her made her trust me more, because I'm like telling her that it happened. Oh, she also asked who the guy was, and I told my mom who the guy is, because like, I mean, why not? she's never gonna know who he is. Like, she's never gonna meet him. I don't regret it at all. But if you're gonna kiss somebody, whether it be a guy or a girl, just make sure you're fully okay with it, and think about the pros and the cons. Like, what happens afterwards, or what happens next. Like, think about all this, okay? Me, I could have been more prepared, you know? Like, a 6 out of 10? Really? I hope he's doing well. I'm doing great. Just want to say thanks. Thanks so much. Because I finally got it over with. That was my first kiss. If you guys want some more first time things, just let me know and I'll be happy to provide. I hope you guys like this video. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything you're gonna regret. Thanks for listening if you listened this far. But I'll see you guys next time.
The Glock was still on me while we was romance. Think I fell in love with this girl, came from France. She caramel when I get a 10. I need to pay her when I get a chance. Give her some drip, give her a whole lot.